Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevrimond suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Are you the one, then? Aye, it must be you. You've got an arrogant look about you. Is it you? No? It is hard to say. If are you the one, then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Aye, it must be you. You've got an arrogant... Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
Almost relieved.
The best quality a soldier can have.
Some of us get complacent. I train every day. There's always much.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site. Twould be unwise to disobey. The overseer will show you no mercy.
I go not. I must go where duty calls me.
Can't expect to fare so well every
When
day.
he's here.
Everyone's as tired
Can't
as I
stand
am.
much more of this.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work? Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Thought ruins your day, like getting cut open.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap, or aught that poses a hindrance.
some
I
cleaning.
suppose these are my
I'll have an
just
early
desserts. I can ill afford to linger here.
This place gives me an ill feeling. No one's coming to my aid.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place. Time to be heading home.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Swift strikes are its greatest weapon. Watch for an opening, then press your foe till they are overwhelmed. These may not carry shields, but their nimbleness allows them to dodge incoming attacks with ease. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for the clever combatant. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend pinging with your gun.
Are you unharmed? Get chase! Make ready. Move to intercept.
Consane!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consane it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must, John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Where do you think you're going? You can't just run off now. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Pawns are known as Crossers of the Rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, 'tis our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the Rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the Riftstone. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know that Riftstones are gates, that by their power have we crossed into this world. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn League. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to...
"'Tis a pleasure to meet you. 'Twill be an honor to serve by...
So tired. I'll barely
Polish up. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
I end up feeling day of rest. As soon as my shift's done, I'm off.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
You summoned a pawn? What manner of trick did you employ?
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Your head is like to roll ere long.
You summoned a pawn?
Mustn't let the captain see my knees. Washing, cleaning.
Fancy a gander? I've
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting. You should stop by the inn in Melv if you get the chance. No harm. Hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to...
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. Newfound strength courses through you. 'Tis good to see.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. If you're playing Arisen in... If you're playing...
well met.
Townspeople depend on me.
Hail! You a soldier? We've had to start sending out new recruits to...
Is that so?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will.
Ricardo. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ricardo's as well, I'm sure.
Let us do everything in our power to render aid to those in need.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
One of us has been drenched.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We've got goblins!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Well done, Master.
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I've the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hope.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
I thank you for the chance to hone my
Please
sword.
dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way. So we've finally arrived.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Fancy a gander? I've got this for sale.
Seriously, Master.
A mug of ale that you're heading home.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish very well. May
Stepped in it. Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
If you're playing Arisen in... Like it or not,
I'm dead on
I
my
must
feet
go.
after today's trip.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit. Lest all that vim go to waste.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
Prevail, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
A resounding success.
Now then, which way?
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead.
Tis a remarkable treasure we've found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
So, this is Melv. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. May
Pitiable arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Breaking things is
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate. This moment forth, thou art arisen, charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on, and by some miracle, was arisen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Who might have the answers we need? Shall we ask around?
Say, do you think this one's really arisen?
Ah, doubtful.
I don't
Way
know
I hear
what
it,
to
about
do.
a dozen arisen had crawled out of the...
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
It's all the same to me.
I don't know what to do.
This one's the real arisen. Then things will play out however they may. And we found ourselves a pretender.
What should I do? My head hurts just thinking about it.
You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider... Now, tell me, are you registered with a... Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which... Well, now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master will open up to you over time. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that steadfast devotion...
Here at the inn, we all get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
What say we gather some information?
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
How might I be of assistance?
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by my... But, well, as luck would have it, I will be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this way. What? You suppose there's no harm in that? Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir.
We could make the fruit roberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you... Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, well, if you do...
I'll learn the point I need.
I feel my age every time I raise my hammer.
Didn't you hear me? The Watchhead...
Ah, first and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you... Good. Then let us...
Mind the predicament.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Avoid flame at any... Costa, you have been doused in oil!
A chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. My curative magics are at your disposal. Right there. Well done. Was excellent. I could have done no better.
I merely did as you commanded.
Well said. I grant you roaring flame.
Might we remove this hindrance somehow?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Look there. I espy another statue.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environment. You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
We have found the material.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Hold out till someone comes to relieve me.
Wish me at the vanguard? Why, you will.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll go and open the chest. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket. You find. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
if 'tis discipline your company. Relax.
All paths fork in the end.
It will be an honor to serve by your... By your command, Arisen.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
I shan't let them harm me.
Rent hard. Be sure to avoid open flame.
I trust you fire praise! Use it well.
I knew that I could count on your strength, Arisen.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Nicely done!
I can do no less than serve.
Well said.
I am in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We could obtain some rare materials if it pleases us.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights. In traversing other worlds... Harpies, Master! It fears fire's fury!
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Let me get that.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
What's this? We're trapped.
Aye! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter...
The Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
That depends. No longer.
seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brand. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
I dare say I've accomplished a
I
few
hope I can
feats.
count on you in a scrape. Can't wait to find out what's inside.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
This won't do. Goblins approach!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Not bad.
Focus. Battle continues.
Splendid. Fall back, and I will heal my magics. Wait a moment. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Places such as this depend upon my vigilance.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
Where to now? Time to be heading home.
It falls on me.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
When does my watch?
Haste makes waste.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Is there anything to do
We'll have an early supper.
Let's see. Back is more used. Where to next?
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Come on, have a look. Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business with you.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Well met, sir. What is fancy a canvas? Fine wares all. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time. Welcome.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fine wares all.
a shame.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are three. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are... Let me see. What else can I... Methinks Roderick. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Mayhap being tested here.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Well met, son.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Stop by again soon.
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
Might as well look while you're here, eh? My bed, please. This really, if quality's your concern. What you need of me?
Hoi, friend. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at
I'll not take that from you.
I've wares of every ilk.
Today? Here's a welcome.
Might as well.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. We cannot break it from this side.
I understand. In relation to that, the pawns here are all men, I notice.
'Tis surely a coincidence.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
You cut quite the hunter's figure.
Goblins, master!
Let my magics grant you an elemental food.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
World's most effective!
Your curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I've got this pistol. You'll have a hard time splitting its skull now. Any last words? Beyond our strength, I recommend
I know not what to say. I grant you roaring flame. probe carefully to determine our best strategy here.
Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory.
Flame will accomplish little against this foe.
Well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. One of us has been drenched.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Might have broken a bone or two.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead.
Let us hope we make it through without incident.
I quite agree.
Can't wait to find out what's inside.
Drop all your valuables, and I might just let you live.
I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well!
I dare say we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
How are we to get through this door?
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Come on, you're up,
That's how it ends. You are mighty indeed, Arisen. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. I'm in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here. Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
I'll wager I could make that shot.
Go right ahead.
Come on then!
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
We are to retreat then? One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
You have my support. I grant you roaring flame.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye? A cavern of all things. It seems undisturbed. Mayhap we'll be the first ones to explore it.
'Tis an exciting discovery, but we ought not to lose our heads. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that food go to waste. I've got a good feeling about this one.
Let my magics grant you an elemental food.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it. Look here. A path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
The Arisen has been poisoned. These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
That was hard won.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Fascinating. Yes, Master! I shall hasten to your aid! You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
This boulder looks mighty heavy, but we might just be able to move it if we combine our efforts.
Would anyone care to push? I grant you fire's blaze! Use it well! You have my protection!
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it. Let us Saurians!
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Knock the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must respect the cargo.
They were tenacious, not
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Let me get that. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up. Though we are less fleet of foot,